The cafe smelled of roasted beans and cinnamon, the kind of scent that wrapped around your soul and made even the hardest mornings feel a little softer. Outside, the city was waking up, cars honking, heels clicking, the steady rhythm of people rushing somewhere important. But at a small corner table near the window, Lily Bennett sat still, hands wrapped around a steaming mug, her eyes following the swirl of milk in her coffee. Across from her, her 6-year-old daughter Emma swung her legs, the soles of her pink shoes tapping against the chair. Her curls bounced with every movement, and her bright eyes scanned the cafe like she was searching for something only she could see. "Mommy, can I get a chocolate muffin today?" she asked eagerly. Lily smiled faintly. "You already had pancakes this morning, sweetheart. How about something smaller?" "But the muffins here are the best," Emma insisted, flashing a hopeful grin that looked far too much like her late father's. Lily sighed, unable to resist. "All right, just one muffin." Emma clapped her hands, happy. Lily smiled again, though the joy didn't quite reach her eyes. 3 years had passed since the accident that took her husband, and the ache had dulled, but it never truly left. Every morning coffee, every shared breakfast, carried a hollow space where he used to sit. As Emma turned toward the window, a look of wonder spread across her face. Her smile faded, replaced by quiet awe. She blinked a few times, as if unsure her eyes were telling the truth. "Mom," she whispered, tugging Lily's sleeve. "That's the man from my dream." Lily frowned slightly. "What man, honey?" Emma pointed toward the door. A tall man had just entered the cafe, his presence commanding without effort. His charcoal gray suit was tailored perfectly, his dark hair neatly styled, and a phone was pressed against his ear as he gave calm, precise instructions. He looked like someone who owned more than just a business, someone who owned the room. "That's him," Emma whispered. "The man who helped me find Daddy." Lily blinked, taken aback. "What do you mean, sweetheart?" "In my dream," Emma said solemnly, "I was lost. Everything was white and shiny, and I couldn't find Daddy. But then that man came. He took my hand and said, 'It's not your time yet, little one. Go back to Mommy.' Then I woke up." The words chilled Lily. Emma had told her bits of strange dreams before, but never something like this. She glanced again at the man, who was now at the counter ordering a coffee. Something about him, his stillness, maybe, or the sadness in his eyes, felt oddly familiar, though she couldn't place why. When he turned slightly, their gazes met for a second. His eyes were an icy blue, the kind that seemed to look right through you. For an instant, he looked startled, like he recognized her too. Then he quickly looked away. Lily forced herself to focus on her drink, cheeks warming with embarrassment. But before she could stop Emma, the little girl slid off her chair and began walking straight toward the man. "Emma," Lily hissed, reaching for her, but Emma was already halfway there. The man looked down, surprised, as a small child appeared before him, staring up with wide, unblinking curiosity. "Hello," Emma said cheerfully. "Do you remember me?" He blinked, caught off guard. "I'm sorry, what?" "You helped me," she said matter-of-factly. "In my dream. You helped me find Daddy." The people near them chuckled quietly, assuming it was a child's imagination. But the man's reaction was different. His expression faltered, his posture stiffened. Lily rushed over, mortified. "Emma, I am so sorry, sir, she's just..." "It's all right," the man said quickly, his voice low, measured, but somehow shaken. "What did she say?" "I said you helped me find Daddy," Emma repeated, completely serious. "You told me to go back to Mommy because Daddy said I still had work to do here." The man stared at her, eyes flickering with something deep and unreadable. His throat bobbed as he swallowed hard. He crouched slightly so that he was eye level with her. "What's your name, little one?" "Emma," she said proudly. "That's a beautiful name," he murmured. Lily felt her heart beating faster. "I'm really sorry, she's just imaginative." Please," he interrupted gently, straightening to face her. "You don't need to apologize." For a moment, their eyes met again. And this time, Lily saw it clearly, the pain behind his calm exterior. The kind of grief that mirrored her own. He extended a hand. "I'm Daniel Grayson." Lily hesitated, then shook it. "Lily Bennett." Her brows lifted slightly as realization hit. "Wait, you're the Daniel Grayson, the CEO of Grayson Holdings." He smiled faintly, though it didn't reach his eyes. Yes, though I'd rather just be Daniel this morning. Oh, wow, she said awkwardly. I've read about your company. You've done amazing things with. He raised a hand gently. Please, no business talk. I came here to escape that for a few minutes. Of course, she said quickly. Sorry. Emma tugged his sleeve again. Are you sad? She asked softly. Daniel froze, caught off guard. Why would you ask that? Because your eyes look like mommy's when she misses daddy, Emma said simply. Lily's breath caught, but Daniel only stared at the little girl, speechless. He finally managed a quiet chuckle. You're very observant. Emma smiled proudly. Mom says I see things with my heart. Lily blushed. She says a lot of things she hears me mutter. Daniel's lips curved faintly. Then she listens well. He hesitated before asking, would you two join me for breakfast? My treat. Oh, we couldn't possibly. Please, he said softly. I'd like the company. There was something in his tone that made Lily stop protesting. A kind of loneliness she recognized instantly. So she nodded. All right, but only if you let me buy the muffin. They laughed, and for the first time in years, Daniel felt something loosen inside him. They sat together, and the conversation flowed easily. He learned that Lily worked nights at the city hospital, juggling shifts and motherhood, while Emma attended a nearby school and loved to draw. He told them a little about himself, carefully, though. He mentioned his late wife, gone 3 years now, and their little boy who hadn't survived the crash. His voice was calm, but Lily saw the pain hiding behind his composure. I stopped coming to places like this after they died, he said quietly. I used to bring my son for muffins on Saturdays. He loved chocolate ones too. Emma tilted her head. Maybe Daddy and your boy are playing together in heaven. Daniel's throat tightened. Maybe they are, he whispered. They lingered longer than any of them expected. When it was finally time to go, Emma gave him a quick hug before Lily could stop her. Thank you for helping me find Daddy again, she said softly. He said to tell you thank you, too. Daniel's eyes widened, his heart thundering in his chest. What did you say? She smiled sweetly. He said you're a good man. Even when you forget. And with that, she turned and ran back to her mother. Daniel stood frozen, watching them leave. The noise of the cafe faded. All he could hear was his heartbeat and the echo of a little girl's voice. For the first time in years, he felt something stir in his chest, a warmth he thought he'd buried with his family. Maybe fate hadn't finished with him yet. Maybe that small girl and her tired, kind mother were meant to remind him that not every goodbye was forever. And as the door closed behind them, Daniel whispered under his breath, thank you, whoever you are.